Hello friends, you are watching Learning Horizon. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the quadratic equations, which is the chapter number 4 of class 10th of NCERT. Now, the first question is, what are the quadratic equations? Quadratic equations are the equations which we can write in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. That equation is known as quadratic equation, but there are some conditions that a, b, c should be real numbers and a should not be equal to 0. Clear? So any equation which has the degree, that highest exponent as 2, is known as the quadratic equation. Now suppose we have an equation like x plus 1 whole square is equals to 2 into x minus 3. Now I have to check whether this equation is a quadratic or not. Then first we will simplify it a little. Like in this part we have to apply an identity, that is a plus b whole square is equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. So after applying we get x square plus 1 square plus 2x is equals to, then multiply 2 with this bracket we get 2x minus 6, and on little simplification we get an equation x square plus 1 plus 6 is equals to 0 and x square plus 7 is equals to 0. So this is an ultimate equation. Now I have to compare this equation with the standard equation. This is ax square plus bx plus c. Now if we compare it, then we come to know that a is here 1 after comparing this equation with this equation. B is 0 here because there is no bx term is there. Next c is here 7. So and degree is 2 because x square is there. So after comparing we come to know that this is an quadratic equation. So from this we also get that it is not necessary that in a quadratic equation we must have the term bx, but we should have the term ax square. Clear? We can have any equation in which we may not have bx term or c term, but we must have ax square term in an quadratic equation. So this is about the representation of quadratic equations. Now we will discuss about the roots of quadratic equation. To find the roots of quadratic equation we have various ways, like we have factorization, and in this chapter we have 2 more ways that we will discuss later on. But before that we should know that what is the root of quadratic equation. So x is equals to alpha is the root of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c if this satisfies that equation. Now what is the meaning of satisfaction? That if we have any value of x, suppose if I have x is equals to 2. Now I want to check that this is x is equal to 2 is the root of my equation or not. Then I have to put that equation in put that value of x in the given equation, and then after putting that I have to check whether it is satisfying or not. If it is satisfying, then it is the root of the equation, and if it is not satisfying, then it is not the root of equation. So now how to find the root of equation? As I have told you, we have the method, factorization method. So suppose we have an equation x square minus 3x minus 10 is equals to 0. Now I want to find the root of this equation. Now in factorization method we know that we have to split the middle term. or it is also known as splitting the middle term method. So in this I have to split minus 3x in the two factors such as we get the term AC. AC means A is here 1 and C is minus 10. So we have to split the B term, like bx term, in such a way that we get the term AC. We should have the two factors like this. Clear? So in this I have done the splitting of minus 3x into the two factors, that is minus 5x and plus 2x. So that I can get minus 3x, minus 5x plus 2x, and minus 5x multiplied 2x is minus 10x square. Clear? So after taking common from first two term, that is x, we left with x minus 5, and again taking common from the other two terms like 2, we again left with x minus 5, and we can write this in one bracket, that is x plus 2 and x minus 5 in other, and after equating these two factors equals to 0, we have x is equals to minus 2 and x is equal to 5. Now these are the roots of equation. And always remember that in a quadratic equation we always have at most two zeros. We cannot have more than two zeros. In some exceptional cases, we can have that we are not able to find the zeros of some equations, but in most of equations we not have more than two zeros. Now this is the one of the method. Now we have other two methods also to find the roots of equation, that is by completing square method, and other is by using the quadratic formula. So let's discuss the completing square method to find the roots of equation. Now we have the equation 2x square minus 7x plus 3. Now we want to use the completing square method. So in this we have some steps that we have to follow. That first one is we should have a as 1. So first step is we should have a as 1. So to make the term a as 1, what we have to do, we have to divide this equation, given equation, by a. So actually we have to divide, the first step is we have to divide the equation by a. Divide the equation by a. Clear? So now after dividing the equation by a, divide the equation by 2. We have a here as 2. So we get x square minus 7 by 2x plus 3 by 2 is equals to 0. This is our first step. That to make the equation or to make the coefficient of x square as 1. Clear? So in the second step, we have to add and subtract the term b by 2 whole square. In the second step, we have to add and subtract the term b by 2 whole square. Now what is b here? B is 7 by 2. Then we have to divide it by 2. We get 7 by 4. Then square it. Clear? So x square, this is our first step. This is our second step. X square minus 7 by 2x. This term will remain as it is. 3 by 2 will remain as it is. Now b square the term b by 2 whole square. What was b by 2? 7 by 4. Add and subtract it is equal to 0. Clear? Now what we have to do is x square minus 7 by 2x plus 7 by 4 square will remain here, and this 3 by 2, this c term, and this minus 7 by 4 whole square will come to the left side, sorry, right side. So it becomes 3 by 2 plus 7 by 4 whole square. Now you will see that this becomes an identity, a minus b whole square. This is a square, this is b square, and this is minus 2ab. So we can write it as x minus 7 by 4 whole square. And after little simplification of this, we get LCM as 16. And here we have 24 plus 49. So after little simplification, we get minus 24 plus 49 upon 16. And after getting subtracting, we get 25 upon 16. Now here we have square, then we will take root, square root to this side, and we have plus minus 5 by 4. Why we have here plus minus? Because when square comes to the right side, it becomes square root, and after that we have always plus or minus term, both. So now take the case first as x minus 7 by 4 is equals to 5 by 4. In this we will take plus 5 by 4. And other case as, this is case 1, and other case as x minus 7 by 4 is equals to minus 5 by 4. Now to find the value of x, we will shift this minus 7 by 4 to this side, and after getting added, we get 12 by 4, that is 3. Now on solving this, we get x is equals to 2 by 4, and on simplification we get x is equals to half. So x is equals to 3 and x is equals to half are the two required zeros of the given equation. So this is all about completing square method. Always remember these two steps, that is, first divide the equation by a, whole equation by a. Other is to add and subtract the b by 2 whole square to the both side. Clear? In this also you can do that. You can initially you can shift 3 by 2 term to this side, that is right side, and then you can do the other steps. It will help you. So this is all about completing square method. Now next we discuss about the quadratic formula to find the roots of the quadratic equation. So in quadratic formula, we have to see the first formula, that is, if we have the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. This is the standard quadratic equation. Now if we find the roots of equation, then what we have to do is, this is the formula, minus b means the coefficient of x, plus minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. C is the constant term, a is the coefficient of x square. So this is the formula, that is quadratic formula, to find the roots of an equation, quadratic equation. Clear? So suppose we have an equation 2x square minus 7x plus 3 is equals to 0. This is the same equation which we have used in completing square method. So let's see that if we have the same zeros or not. Now firstly compare this with the standard equation, and after comparing we get that a is equals to 2 here because coefficient is 2. Now b is minus 7 and c is plus 3. Now to find the roots we have to use the formula, this one. Now put the values here. We get minus b is plus 7 because b is minus 7. Clear? B is minus 7, and use this. In this we have minus 7 plus minus root of b square means minus 7 whole square minus 4ac. A is 2 and C is 3 upon 2 into A. A is again 2. Now we have 7 plus minus root of 49 minus 2 4s are 8, 8 3s are 24 upon 4. Now after little simplification we get 7 plus minus root of 25 upon 4. Now we know that square root of 25 is 5. So we have x is equals to 7 plus minus 5 by 4. Now in first case we have to take plus, in other case we have to take minus because we have plus minus here. So x is equals to 7 plus 5 is equals to 4 is the case 1, and other case is 7 minus 5 upon 4. Then after that we get 7 plus 5 is 12, 12 upon 4 that is 3, and other is 7 minus 5 2, 2 upon 4 is half. So x is equals to half. So this is all about the quadratic formula. So there are the three methods: factorization, completing square method, and quadratic formula. This is all about the quadratic equations. Thank you. I hope you like my video. So please subscribe, like, and share as more as possible. And if you have any query, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you.